There's one secret in Evil Nun that was never revealed until now. Let's get into it. And it is the secret of the yellow door. Today we're going to be going through this yellow door and finding out what exactly is behind this. Break it down. Break it. Okay, we can't break it. We have to get the key. So let's go look for the key. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is we need to get the mask. You have to complete all the chapters if you haven't already. And we're going to power this mask up. Pick it up. And let's see where we're going next. Apparently I have to go through the whole laundry room sequence to complete everything to get the power of the mask, because we need to teleport to get to this special area. We got the power! We can go and find it now. So we are going to find the yellow key for the yellow door. I have no clue what's in there, no idea, but I know that it is supposed to be something. Something big, I hope. And there it is, on top of the chicken coop. You find a sneaky yellow key. Look at it. Was it always here though? I don't think it was always here. There's no way it's been sitting there through all of the updates that we could have accessed. Of course, we didn't have the key, so I think it would have been found already. Gotta close the door. Gotta prepare myself. Hide for a second. Gotta hide for a second. You gotta check if we have anything in here. We should have the cat potion, the explosive doll. And is there anything else? I don't remember. Cat potion. Okay, let's go. Let's see what secrets Sister Madeline has been hiding all of this time. I'm just so curious. I made the yellow door video. The initial ones, at least. Let's go. What are we getting? Ooh, is it her past? Yo, what is this? Explosive pot, explosive pot. Okay. Why does she have so many explosive pots? Yo, that is creepy. More explosive pots. Should I take them? Okay. Okay, just use them? Look, it's a OG Sister Madeline doll. Leave game and travel to making of error. No, I don't want to do that. Oh my god, there's a lot of notes. Okay, so we got Sister Madeline Eliza. There's notes everywhere. Are we ready? Are we reading? Is this going to be a reading video? Let's go. An admirable and beautiful being appeared. It was you. You granted my dearest wish, Elisa. Would come back to life. In return, you asked me to pray to you every day and to be an honorable and loving mother. In addition, you demanded that I stay in school for 40 years without leaving. Ooh, that's why she's been stuck there and didn't go and see Rod. Warning me about the irremediable consequences that would occur in case of non-compliance. I don't remember exactly what the consequence of not fulfilling the first two conditions were, but I do remember that if I left school before that time, my precious daughter would die again. The moment of your appearance was fleeting and majestic. My mind would not retain as much detail as I would have wished for. I fainted almost instantly. I barely remember your gentle goat-like face. Ah, Nazrat. Okay. Your powerful horns, your slender body wrapped in flames, and your voice as deep as the thrush trumpets. When I awoke, I was pregnant with a huge belly, almost about to give birth. Oh, miracle. That is weird. Okay, next. A few days after that mystical encounter, I found myself giving birth to a living creature. It was a new human, being healthy and strong, but it was not Elisa. It was a boy. I wondered how it could have happened. Perhaps, oh great mysterious Lord, you did not hear me correctly. The other nuns of the company were astonished. Without a doubt, it was a miracle. For a while, several journalists, oh that's interesting, came to visit me, and some even called me a saint. However, like everything else in life, this story was soon forgotten. Although my dismay for the baby boy born from my womb persisted, perhaps she would transform into a woman during her teenage years. The ways of the Lord are inscrutable. That is why I write these words, to understand your will, my lord. Can you explain to me what is wrong with him? Ooh, we're getting info on Rod now. A few years passed and I finally got used to having this child by my side. I called him Elisa so that he would become familiar with his real name. I dressed him in pink and put bows in his hair. Elisa, that was his real name. The other nuns were very attentive and took care of my son. As for me, I resumed my life and continued teaching as usual. Is she behind me? I hear footsteps. The rituals and experiments were left behind. Every morning I prayed as I promised you to the Lord, baffle me, for this being had the appearance of you, O great being who helped me conceive my baby. I took care of my baby as best as I could and never left the school, although I noticed that there was something else lurking around as food disappears and blue spots appeared in the school, but I didn't think much of it. It was Sneaky William. He was sneaking around the school. Over time, I noticed changes in my appearance. My skin became pale and my teeth became untidy in my mouth. My mind became cloudy at times. I did not understand the reasons. Oh, great Lord, wasn't I doing everything you asked me to do? Baffle me, great Lord of life and death. What do you desire of me? Did you not appear before me on that mysterious day? If I am wrong, please tell me, what is your name again, and I will pray day and night that precious mantra. My little baby was only 4 years old when everything changed drastically once again. The nuns at school hatched an evil plan. It turned out William had been hiding in the school all this time, waiting for the right moment to act. He convinced them to keep my son out of my hands, although I always kept him close to me. He was snatched from me while one of the lying nuns was giving a lecture. How did I not notice this betrayal? Who was she to speak of you, O Lord Baphomet? As I was returning to the garret, scandalized to consult a book that I had hidden there, I saw all through the window. She was creeping. She's finding out who stole her son. Those damn nuns were handing my beautiful creature over to Joseph Sullivan, the itinerant ice cream man. Plus, as payment, they used one of my secret notebooks. The secret recipe. As if it wasn't enough, anger took a hold of me, my vision blurred, and I grabbed a huge hammer I found in the room. Within hours, there were no nuns left alive in the school. I chased them through the corridors and rooms, hitting even the walls. I don't regret dirtying the school with their blood. They only deserved it, old harpies. At least I gave them a dignified burial with other children under the church. It was more than they deserved. I hid my crime by putting my name on one of the graves. That day, a part of me died too. Is this what you desire of me, O great Lord? What other cruel trials will you force me to face? I now have a very lucrative business in the school basement that keeps me busy, for I am very lonely. Although I have a faithful servant, Philippa, an abbess nun, who used to visit the school to make sure everything was in order. Not long ago, she came to visit the school. She helped me, although I had to cast a spell on her, for in people's hearts there is only bitterness and pain. No one is to be trusted. Now I no longer promise to be a good person. The world is a cruel place, and to be so naive. Only slaves should be good. Only they should be obedient. So she had trust issues. She couldn't even trust her. Of course, Evil Nun was turning evil. I mean, why would you trust an Evil Nun anyway? So that makes sense. However, I will wait patiently in this school until the 40 years I promise you have passed. Then I will look for my dear baby. I will write her many letters and explain what has happened. When I find out where she or he lives, I'm sure Philippa will do so at a moment's notice. Perhaps these years will also be enough to unravel your mysterious ways, my lord. In that child, somehow there is Elisa. I love you, my darling. And I love you too, O great Lord Baphomet. Please answer my prayers written in this letter in your mysterious ways, either in dreams or in visions during my day-to-day life. May everything be fulfilled on the basis of the divine law. Be it carry out, be done. Be fulfilled, so be it, so be it, so be it. Oh my god, there's so many notes. I mean, I'm happy, but there was a lot of notes here. I wish they were like scattered around the school. I want to blow something up. I have to blow something up first. I need to try this out. Where is she at? I hear her. Where are you? She's coming. She's coming. Are you ready for it? Boom. Wait, you're not looking at the floor? Okay. Maybe I have to drag her over here. Come on. Come on. No. Other way. I need a book. I need a book quickly. Quickly, I need a book. Open the door. Did you hear that? Okay, you know what? In my room, I can use the statue. If I can get through, miss, it would be great. Okay, wait, she's going. No, she's not. Let's throw it over there. Woo! Come on. Come on. Come on. Yay! Oh, that's cool. Goodbye, Sister Madeline. Back for more reading. We need to go and check this whole story out. Who am I? How did I get here? Lately, I can't help but wonder about these two things. It seems that every time I achieve something important and become accustomed to the pleasure that surrounds me, something terrible happens and is taken away from me with a great pain. Great Lord, you who watch from on high, what is your omnipotent power that ignores my prayers? Do you not listen? Or do you no longer wish to help me? Am I such a despicable person? Everything I have done has been for my family. You know that. They are the most important, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. They dwell in you. They belong to them. Without them, you would have nothing, because you would be nothing. My daughter is a part of me. Without her, I am nothing either. Is this the first one now? Did I skip the whole thing? It is. I think I did skip it. I think we went through the last half, and now we're going through the beginning half. In the year 1938, a bomb unleashed a catastrophe, and it could not help fleeing Poland to survive. Until that year, I was happy, living with Elisa and my parents in a humble house, surrounded by nature and peace. I worked as a teacher in a nearby school where I taught basic notions of physics and chemistry. Although by then I was already an expert in the subject and had made remarkable discoveries in this field. My achievements were appropriated by my co-workers, but I was preoccupied with other things after losing my daughter and parents. I escaped to America on the last plane out of Poland before World War II broke out. I never heard from my home country again. Arriving on the new continent, I sought a quieter job surrounded by youth and religiosity in a rather modern convent school. They wore a company with the symbol of a glorious eagle, Eagle Junior High School. I had never felt the call of the Lord, but they welcomed me very well. For a while it seemed that my heart was soothed by the daily prayers and laughter of the children at school. What little outside contact we had was through Joseph, a traveling ice cream man who sold us ice cream. But it wasn't long before that sadness, that emptiness, that deep restlessness came, and one night I dreamt that Elisa, my precious daughter, was talking to me, smiling, telling me she wanted to see me again, and we were singing our song together. Oh Lord, what else could I do but try to bring her back? I am also a woman of science, and together with your great power of goodness, I felt protected from all evil and strong and courageous enough to do whatever was necessary to bring her back. So she's gone. She has to bring her back. She couldn't handle it any longer, so she had to do it. The chickens on the farm were the first subjects of experiment. After dissecting several of them, I tried to revitalize some of their vital organs. I could talk a lot about these experiments, but the important thing is that it wasn't until I discovered the secret catacombs of the school that I really began to make progress. There was a hidden trapdoor in my room that led to a subway passage of incalculable antiquity. Who would have thought that these nuns kept those kind of secrets? Maybe they didn't know it themselves because everything was full of dirt and grime, but there were numerous papyri and ancient books hidden there, and everything was practically under my bed. Did you, O great Lord, have everything prepared for me? That conviction dispelled all my doubts and my attitude changed drastically. We got 3 more left. From that moment on, each of my scientific experiments was accompanied by an ancient and magical ritual. I used a glowing cup I found in the secret catacombs to perform my ceremonies, filling it with water, milk, or blood according to the purpose I was seeking. And then finally, one of my hens came back to life. Gummy, right? That's his name? I think it's Gummy. It was the first one in which I impregnated Elisa's DNA. Okay, so Gummy was Elisa. I kept a comb she used to use, which still contains some of her hair, so I did some additional tests to perfect my work and successfully created 3 mutant hens, Roostle, Mr. C, and Gummy. From there, I decided to start experimenting with children. Nothing could go wrong. I started selecting the children who misbehaved. We had a punishment room, but I had secretly adapted a section of my room where I locked them in. I made sure they were orphans or abandoned by their parents so I wouldn't face problems when they mysteriously disappeared. Some of them caused me some grief. I did not enjoy seeing them suffer, but I was determined to revive my daughter at any cost, and I felt that the Lord's grace was with me. Gradually, this became routine. I would spend a weekend with them, and after a few strokes, they would always end up subdued. With the naughty ones who tried to sneak out at night, I had to be more severe. Despite all my efforts, all my human guinea pigs perished. I had no trouble explaining their disappearances. I simply informed the school authorities that they had been expelled, and they never questioned anything about it. Occasionally, I would leave one alive so as not to arouse suspicion, as I noticed the cemetery below the church was filling up with corpses. That's disgusting, yo. She is truly evil. She really is the evil nun. My determination did not diminish. I continued with my experiments and rituals tirelessly until one day William appeared. That nasty boy managed to escape from my hands and turned everything upside down. He even managed to reverse the transformation in my 3 mutant hens. That's what happened to the hens. They're chickens. We have the actual reason why they're normal and they're not mutant anymore. When that unhappy boy smashed my room's ritual altar, I couldn't take it anymore, and my heart was shattered to pieces. since Elise's death, I had never cried so much. But out of that painful and terrible situation, something extraordinary happened. All my prayers were answered and fulfilled. And that is where she met Nazrat, and that's how that part of the story goes. This is insane. It basically, it gives you every answer you've ever wanted in the Evil Nun, and they're clearing this up to get to Ice Cream 8. And 40 years have passed, so she can actually go to the factory and meet Rod. And since the factory is technically not far away, it's not really a far walk. But yeah, that's cool. Let's see if this does anything. I think it's just going to take us to the old area because we've seen this before. Welcome to the make of the area. Yes, this is the old area. What's going to happen? Are we going to get Evil Nun 2? Are we going to get some more stuff? We still have the sewer escape. We still didn't see the crocodile. There's a couple things we didn't see yet. I'm not sure if they might update it with those, but we're gonna have to find out. Anyways, that was a lot of information. That was information overload. I doubt people are actually still watching, but for now, I'm gonna have to end this here. I hope you guys liked it. If you enjoyed this video, give this video a like. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one. Niflick!